Some devils. J-Dawg back and some more goddamn questions. Questions we're going over today. First, we got a couple order questions. Goddamn it! We already confirmed. Fucking order questions come first. Goddamn it! I answer them the same day that they come in. At least if I'm doing a video that day, which I do a video most days. Well, actual recording. Some days I record multiples, but if I'm in the warehouse and I see an order question, they get answered first, and then the video just goes up in line. So if you have a question you really, really want fucking answered, you want it sooner than the 2 to 3 weeks, and those aren't even guaranteed if I overlook in the video, place a goddamn order at Hell's and put your goddamn question in the fucking notes/special instruction section. Anyways, first goddamn one. Andrew Williamson. Got a goddamn question for the old dog. I know you're not really a guitar nerd. Sure not. But which death metal guitarist would you say plays your favorite guitar solos? For me, I would have to say Robert Vigna from Immolation. So like when it comes to death metal and shit like that, I never had a favorite player for solos or any reasons like that. I could pull out parts and solos and shit that I really like. Bob is a pretty good one, and since you say that's actually one that I would pull out is on my favorite song by Immolation is Nailed to Gold, which is the first song on Here and After. That is definitely my favorite Immolation song. Burn with Jesus is not far behind it. No Jesus, No Beast on Failures for God, that's up there too. And Into Everlasting Fire, that's really up there. Those are probably my all-time faves as far as Immolation tune skis go. But anyways, the guitar solo on Nail to Gold, especially, I absolutely love that goddamn guitar solo. But again, to me, I'm not going to say Bob Vigna plays my favorite guitar solos. He has other ones that I like. Speaking of No Jesus, No Beast, I like the kind of the mini solo on that quite a bit too, actually. And as well, other solos on songs they do. And now, as far as live guitar players with no hair that figured out how to fit the bill, I think Bob Vigna is the king, actually. Man, he goes he beats that fucking thing up. He's aggressive on stage, but doesn't have the hair. He's bald. So that's why we guys are like, if you haven't got the hair, you can't do nothing. And he ain't wearing no goddamn stupid ass fucking sports jersey either. Just black goddamn clothes, which is totally acceptable. But he has a shtick on stage. He has an image. He has an energy. He has an aggression. Which a lot of these other canoe ass fucks do not. So he's king of that. So as far as guitar players that bring it live, that seem to be into it, he puts on a good show. It's for lack of better goddamn words. I think shit, his guitar players. He's always the first one that would come into my mind. Now, other guitar solos I like very much, and I'll give you an obscure one that nobody brings up. I know I brought up on this channel, is the band Desecration from United Kingdom. We did the LP Murder in Mind, one of the best fucking brutal death metal albums ever recorded. That's right, I said it, goddammit. We did 300 LPs years ago. One of the earliest Hell's Headbangers releases of all time. We're living in our parents' house back then, so I ain't sales pitching. That thing's long motherfucking gone. That's a Discogs, eBay, or fucking only. CDs are out there, which we never did. I don't think we have any in stock. But anyways, Murder in Mind's my favorite. That's their second full length. That's easily my favorite album by them. Every album, though, is pretty fucking good. I kind of stopped paying attention for a little while, but I eventually went back to all of them. They're all pretty good albums. But anyways, on their, so it goes, Gore and Perversion's the first album. Murder in Mind's their second album. Easily the best album, in my opinion. Third album's Inhuman. That's good as well. And then the fourth album is Pathway to Deviance. And going on to guitar solos, the first song on there, Cleaver, Saw, and Butcher's Knife, presumably about Albert Fish, his instruments of hell, as he liked to call them. The guitar solo on that song, it's the first song on Pathway to Deviance, I think is phenomenal. That is one of my favorite death metal solos. It just sounds eerie as fuck. It just almost gives you goosebumps. But that's a one-off for. Not to say that I don't like other Desecration solos. I do, but I'm not going to go as far as saying, Ollie Jones is my favorite goddamn guitar soloist. I guess as a whole, if I had to fucking pick, maybe Moises from Christian. I mean, those are some ripping ass fucking solos, especially on Black Force Domain and shit. Holy fuck. But not everything. The solos are fucking just way out there. As far as just being, I guess, aggressive for solos and what the fuck the hell is going on? Trey Osgood was no goddamn slouch. I mean, those leads, calling about the leads, the leads on fucking Altars, and all the early shit, but Altars, Blessed of the Sick, Abominations, those some sick ass leads. Fucking claw your goddamn eye out with a long goddamn fingernail. So those are some examples for you. But I never, if I had to pick one person, I would probably say Moises. There's your goddamn answer. Eric Roach. Hey J Dog, username on YouTube is Maniacal Mimic. Looks kind of familiar, but not so much. So maybe, but ain't too familiar. God damn it! That means you're not commenting enough because I recognize the Joe Dinkins. I recognize Ricky Jones, RJ Rock, Distributive Call Points, and probably about 20 Cardiac Arrest, 20 other fucking guys too that comment fucking daily. So I recognize their shit. It's not because I know the guys fucking personally. It's because they fucking comment every day. That's how I recognize the name. So count more goddamn often so it fucking sticks in the old goddamn dog's brain. I have a question that's been nagging at me. Just answer. Yeah, just ask anytime, bro. What do you think of George Fisher's solo album and the side projects he's been involved with? I enjoyed Voodoo Gods to a lesser extent, Paths of Possession. I did not enjoy Serpentine Dominion in the slightest. What about you? You dig some clean metalcore vocals alongside your Corpse Grinder, bra? You know what's funny is I never even listened to those other ones. The only one I listened to was the Corpse Grinder album that came out, just the band Corpse Grinder. And I listened to a couple songs. What was it, like Acid Bath something? Thought the cover was cool. You got a fucking jacked up fucking Corpse Grinder on the cover. But when I listened to it, I thought the Corpse Grinder project was pretty cool. But I'm just like, I mean, it pretty much just sounds like a later Cannibal Corpse album. So I was like, I don't know if it was necessary. I would buy an LP of it for sure because just minimally, I thought the cover art was cool and collaborated. So I thought that was cool. But I only listened to a couple songs on YouTube. Just I never went out and bought it. But main reason, a lot of the stuff like that when it comes out, the reason I didn't buy it is because I figured it would come in through Hell's, so it's just easier for me to obtain it through Hell's. Just checking it out through our sites. But as I get more and more reminded of, if I saw a cool copy or something, I would buy it. Or if I was at a show and somebody was selling it, it was right there in my hands, I would buy it. Um, yeah, I said I listened two songs for sure. I think even three songs, and I enjoyed it. But again, I didn't think it was anything special. I was like, all right, sounds like another later Cannibal album. The other shit I never listened to. It was I remember I kind of heard about it kind of a little bit later when it came out, and then it's just like, oh, it's just, almost like it sounded like it was going to suck to me, and it almost didn't want to taint my ears because yeah, when I heard deathcore involved, I was like, god. So so never listened to it, but it doesn't sound too appealing. The deathcore fuckingness in it, but is it a possibility that I would like it? I guess it's possible. But yeah, I didn't check it out for that reason because it just sounded like it'd be, I guess at best mediocre, but more so a fucking shit show. Anyways, next goddamn one in line, I printed off is his order slip. It's not really a question; it's a comment, and trying to help out the old gong. It's from Philip Dalby from the United Kingdom, and he orders fairly regularly. How do I know? Because I recognize the fucking name. That's how I know. If I recognize the goddamn fucking name, it means you order often enough. J Dog. First off, for the YouTube payout thing, I've never heard of that form of verification. Well, the verification is it's pretty fucking standard, from at least on the thing. Yeah. But anyways, I'll get to that in a second. From what I've seen, the verification they use in mailing is mailing you a 6-digit PIN that you enter into Google AdSense. This is the best tutorial I could find for setting up Google AdSense. He sent me a link, so I'll check that out. Next, Google the new blood incantation time wave 0 and the show they did for it. It's so I guess he's ripping on blood incantation. No, yeah, what I have is you go under your Google AdSense, you click on it, it's just your account. It's like first name, last name, uh, routing number, bank account number, and you put if it's a checkings or savings. And I've tried both. I even tried Lindsay's fucking account. Submit, and then it just says it says okay, and it says within 3 to 5 business days you'll get a test deposit in your bank account between 1 cent and 25 cents. When that deposit's made, verify. Click on this next verify, and put the amount that was in there, and that's how you verify. That's all I know. And I know when Craig said he set his up, of course he had no goddamn problems. He's like, yeah, I went through just fine. Of course I fucking did. I'm the only motherfucker on this goddamn planet. Dude, this is the shit I'm talking about. When people laugh at me, family members, shit like that, probably think I'm the biggest fucking dumbass. With some shit I am. I can definitely admit that. But there is definitely, when I stop and look at fucking my life unbiasedly, I definitely been lucky in some departments. Um, like speeding tickets and shit like that. I've been lucky on getting sick. I've been lucky on things like that. There's things I've lucked out on for sure. But there is things, dude. I got a fucking black cloud over my head from day goddamn one. And what kind of shit is it? Shit that literally nobody else fucking has but me. Nobody else has, and I know because like literally things like this, and I show it to other guys that have done it. Point blank, they've done it. They're like, yeah, what the fuck? This shouldn't happen. Like this does this. There's no reason this should be denying you. Like no reason. Doing it right, right? Yep. You see the account numbers, right? Yep. I even did it at my actual bank, my actual fucking bank, and had them even plug the numbers in. Went there with my fucking laptop, everything. I don't know, bro. Fucking life sucks for J-Dog. It does in that sense, yeah. So a lot of little things like that, and this is not the only goddamn thing. We're like, oh, I shouldn't do that, shouldn't do that. You're goddamn right it fucking shouldn't do that. But it fucking does for me. So in that sense, I have the worst fucking luck in the goddamn world. Every fucking 12-year-old on YouTube right now doing gaming and shit. No problems, bro. Motherfuckers aren't even old enough to have a goddamn bank account without fucking mommy signing for it. The old goddamn dog, nothing. Fucking nothing. Puts videos up for every fucking day for you guys. He gets nothing for it, goddamn. While all these other fucking jokers on there getting paid fucking hand over goddamn fucking fist. Knowing as fuck. More so principle than anything. Anyways, next goddamn video line. J-Dog's geezer buddy confirmed it. If ripping on Dame Uborger, they're a 15-year-old poser. 100%. And I know a few people commented here, and I did see one intelligent comment. I remember looking over the day of. One guy's like, oh, that's not totally true, J-Dog. In the 90s, there was people that ripped on Cradle of Filth and Dave Borger. There was. And I think I might have said that video, or at least I've said it in videos. It was like the Brian Baxter camp. Not that he's the one and only guy, but what I mean by that camp is they were more kind of anti-black metal in general. My buddy Brian Woody, he comments on here too. He doesn't like any black metal at all. He rips on all black metal. He rips on Immortal, Marduk, all of it. So yes, even back then, he ripped on Dame Uberg and shit like that. There was the exceptions, but they were pretty much anti-black metal in general. I'm talking about back in the 90s. If guys that liked both black metal and death metal, if they liked stuff like Dark Funeral and just any of the black metal stuff, Bathory shit, none of them were ripping on Dame Uberg. Now, I'm not saying everyone liked it, but nobody was ripping on like this deplorable, fucking embarrassing garbage. Nobody was doing that. That's why if it tells me you were born in the year 2000 or after, if you did, like that's just what it tells me. And quite frankly, your opinion's kind of irrelevant to me. You're just, I mean, fuck. I mean, you're young as fuck. You weren't even there. So I mean, it's kind of irrelevant. And again, ripping on them, people say, oh, they're rip onable now. Yeah, they are. But if you use that fucking logic, then by that logic, you shouldn't like anything by Slayer. You shouldn't like anything by Iron Maiden. You shouldn't like anything by fucking Black Sabbath. This Black Sabbath had a Spider-Man song or some bullshit in the 90s. So it was something completely fucking stupid. I remember that. So a lot of these, they go cringe as fuck. It's like, so what? You dismiss the entire back catalog? That makes no goddamn sense. So yes, any of these Cavalt tough guy fucking black metals that come in here and just think like, if you like early Dame Uborg or early Cradle of Filth, like that's outlandish. You're 16 years old, 16, 17, 18, 19 years old. That's just flat out what you are. Because none of them did that. The only people that did, yes, were the people that were just anti-black metal, period. So, and in which case your opinion is completely fucking irrelevant. That's why I don't really give my opinion if somebody was to come up and ask me. If somebody's a diehard country, if they listen to country, it's the only kind of music they listen to, and they ask my opinion, and this actually has happened in one of my in-laws. I don't really give an opinion. I'm not qualified, man. I don't listen to country. It's not my kind of music. I don't know any country. I couldn't even tell you what Garth Brooks sounds like. I was like, that's probably the biggest motherfucker I heard of. Him and Johnny Cash. Outside that, I don't know if I can name anyone else. Don't follow it. Don't like it. Not my thing. I was like, I'm not qualified for the job to answer that goddamn question. Me ripping on it, well, it's ripping because it's just not my thing. So if black metal's not your thing, it's like it doesn't. Well, dude, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to somebody that's actually into this kind of scene, so that like I get a more like-minded opinion. But if you claim you like black metal and you're ripping on them left, right, center, you don't understand how anybody likes any of the early albums. You're 12 years old, bro. That's just what it is. Who's this goddamn Ninox 111? Hating on religion and being racist on a race are completely different, J-Dog. Not really. How's it any different? I mean, because if you're hating on a religion, a lot of times you could be hating on the people of the religion. So you're hating a group of people for a select reason. How's that different? No, it's not. Oh, Goat Man here. I'll still rip on Dave Muborger any day. They deserve it for that canoe material. Same with Dying Fetus. Well, to be completely honest with you, Goat Man, you're one of the young guys that when they started putting out that canoe material, you weren't alive when they were putting out their fucking real shit. So again, makes perfect sense why you would. Rick G, Yo J Dawg, do you see our wimpy ass pink panty society getting worse in the coming decades? If so, what are your reasons? Oh fuck yeah, dude! It's not gonna get better. It's only gonna get fucking worse. Big fucking main reasons is social media. That's the biggest reason. And people think, oh, it's agendas and shit like that. Yes, it is, because it's the higher ups pushing for it for whatever the reasoning is. But it's through social media. Again, all this happened because, again, you get rid of all Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, everything. Most of this wouldn't exist. Because now the reason it exists is because everybody has a voice. Everybody, including my dumbass. As opposed to before, we didn't. Only celebrities or like higher ups, you know what I mean? If you're in a magazine, you made it on TV. Those were the only people that had fucking voices. You know what I mean? They could say something. Now anyone can. So that's the fucking reason, and it's not going away. So you take the bad with the goddamn good. And yeah, dude, anyone that's born in the last fuck, I feel like I was born too goddamn late because again, you get your set amount of time frame that you're on here. That's the way I look at it. If your lifespan is going to be 80 years long, what difference does it make if you lived it from 1900 to 1980 to 1980 to 2060, right? Makes no difference. 80 years is 80 years. You got your time and then you're the fuck out of here, right? I wish I was definitely born a little bit goddamn earlier because, yeah, this fucking world sucks shit now. And it's only going to get worse. So imagine somebody that's born like today or 5 years ago, or even if you're born in the year 2000, yeah, I kind of feel bad for you because you're growing up with all this shit. It's just, there's no question the world, even me growing up, was better then. And I've actually even talked to people that are much older than me, and guys would even say that. I remember a guy in his 60s. He's like, how you remember growing up in the 70s. He's like, dude, he's like, it's not even comparable. He's like, it was just so much a better time, the world back then, the 70s. It just was. I'm like, yeah, I can picture that totally. He's like, it's just getting worse, 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 worse. That's not going to get better. So, yeah, wish I was born a little bit earlier. That way I'll kick the bucket and get the fuck out away from this fucking shit show a little sooner. But unfortunately, I was given the goddamn card I was, but I guess it's not as bad as the guy that's born today, right? He's got it. Whoo-wee! Imagine fuck he's born today and he's my age in another 38 years, so that'd be, 38 years, that'd be 50, was it 2061? What do you think the world's gonna be like in 2061? Holy shit, is it gonna suck balls? Suck motherfucking goddamn balls. No doubt about it. Poser Metal Records, what do you mean you don't put Illud, Divinum, and Sonus in the same category as Ultras of Madness? Question marks. Yeah, I'm sure that's what the fucking What's Heavier Than Pantera guys say. Actually, I don't even know. I can honestly say I've never met anyone that likes that crappy ass fucking Morbid Angel sounding. That crappy ass Marilyn Manson sounding Morbid Angel album. I don't think I'm sure there's people out there. Actually, I know they're out there because we've had LPs and CDs in stock. Not, we'd always get only like 3 and 5s, but we sold them, so someone bought them. They either bought it unknowingly or they thought it was great. So there's people out there that apparently like it. But I can honestly say I've never met a person that likes that album. I've never met anyone. Now the album after it, and there wasn't Steve Tucker on it, I didn't even bother to listen to the goddamn thing. I've met people that like that. Like, oh, the new album's come back, it's much better. I was like, much better. I mean, compared to that fucking turd, it couldn't get much goddamn worse. So, but yeah, that Elude album, put it in there if you know anyone that likes that goddamn thing. Like I said, I've never met anyone that likes it. It's fucking hysterical too. For years on end, before this fucking canoe ass goddamn society, that was the same line I used for Mayhem Grand Declaration of War. I said it for fucking years, and nobody debated it. I was like, I've never met a human being that likes this album. Never met one. I remember when that first came out. I went to go see him for the tour. Exhumed open for him. Mayhem canceled day of. There, and Exhumed ended up playing 2 venues down the street for fucking free. First time I seen Exhumed, that was 2000, I believe. But I was on that tour, and everybody was calling him Gayhem and booing him, and like, that terrible album. And everybody was ripping on it when it first came out. For years, everybody just dogged it. But as the years went on, that's a good album. Gotta check it out. J-Dog in comments. I'm like, what? Fucking ass world am I living? I was like, when did that happen? And and again, you're allowed to like it, that's fine. But they're coming over here like I'm the idiot. like looking at me like, what is this dummy talking about? Everybody knows that's a good album. That's as good as Dave Mysterio's Dance of Thomas. Like they didn't say that, but that's the kind of lingo that it's being insinuated as. I'm just like, whoa, don't come looking at me like I'm the fucking moron. I was like, you again, another 12-year-old. You gotta be. You fucking gotta be, man. Because if you were back then, you knew no one liked that goddamn album. If you don't believe me, go ask fucking Matt Harvey. He was there. He worked at Necropolis when it came out. So they fucking gave the when they heard it, they knew it was shit before it came out. Told the goddamn story. That was the first time I met Matt, and we were talking about the new Mayhem. He's like, oh, it's horrible. He's like, yeah, I work at Necropolis. He's like, when they gave us the disc, the final master. He's like, me and everybody at the office when we first heard it were like, this fucking sucks balls. Is this seriously Mayhem? This is what they turned in? Yeah. And they had a contract to put it out. So they knew. I mean, it's not like just the old Dawg, fucking just dumbo, just didn't get the memo. Everyone knew that album fucking sucked balls. Now, fucking, and again, I don't care if you like it. I'm just saying, when they come over here talking like I'm the dumbass, it's just whatever. Fucking park it. 10 years from now, the Illu Dividum, fucking Morbid Angel, fucking Marilyn Manson sound out. People are gonna be liking that too. So who fucking knows? Guys, listeners, you know what the fucking do. With the Godbox, get in the morning. Later, goddamn it.